Okay, so we are live right now. So we might want to change the language, Mom, over to English, which I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And we'll see if anyone pops in and joins the conversation. But right now, I guess it's just going to be you and me talking about movies like we always do. I mean, what
Sure,
about
like
what better to do on Friday night?
Friday night, yeah.
Friday
It's
Night
what,
Live.
Friday the 20th, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that's has no special signification. It's not like it's Friday the 13th. I
No,
actually
it's
saw
not.
that movie. Actually saw that
First,
movie when I was in New York.
which
Me
one was
and my
that?
sister. Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Have
right,
you seen
right.
it?
Um, Friday. No, I don't think so.
So we went, my sister and me, because we were teenager at the time, and for us, seeing horror movie was a gig. And to go just and scream, and this Friday the 13th, it was very promising of, something. But so we went into the movie. It was in Long Island in New York.
Yeah.
And that was so different from movies that I had been, in Reykjavik, because at that time they were showing just one movie at which movie theater at the time in Reykjavik, but over there they were showing many. And if you just had paid one entrance, you could just spend the evening, or the whole day going through movies,
Okay.
But
Wow. That's
yeah,
interesting.
actually, so we were just sitting there and waiting for this horror to begin, and everything was new. The popcorn was different than in Iceland, had a lot of butter in it. And there were lots of teenagers, and they were all like smoking pot and offering us, but we were no.
But where was this again?
In New York, Long Island.
Yeah, I
So
remember I went to
this
the.
was in 1980.
Yeah, I remember I went to the cinema in New Jersey and I ordered a small popcorn and it was the size of a big popcorn here in Iceland. So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
It was big. And it was very, very good, with a lot of butter. I'd never tried it with butter. Now every once in a while I do. But the movie, yeah, it was a thriller. Yeah, but it wasn't too much because we were kind of in practice of seeing horror movies. But yeah. Mhm.
yeah, so right now I'm just trying out a new thing, and I didn't even realize that I could invite you on board and all of this stuff that I'm trying out right now. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
this is a test, you see.
yeah.
But Friday the 13th, that doesn't sound like something that's up your alley.
That's what.
It doesn't sound like a movie that you would go to.
No,
Friday.
nowadays, no. No, it
No,
was just in teenage years. I, went there just because, we were stupid teenagers, and they like to go to horror movies and just scream, get that kind of kick of that. But
yeah,
I find none of those movies to be good, really.
no, that's not really a kind
I
of.
saw one horror movie actually that was rather good. That was in Iceland. I was 17 at the time. It was called When a Stranger Calls.
Right. I saw the remake of that. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good concept, but I would definitely assume that the original is it's much better. How did you like that one?
I liked it in a way that, not that it's a pleasant thought, but it was because, me, I do not like things that are too fictional, that are
No, no,
too
no.
out of reality. But this could actually happen.
Okay, but
This one is actually, there were ghosts. It was just a psychopath that went
mhm,
into the house, and
yeah,
this is possibility. It can happen. So yeah, but it was scary, and my friend was sitting beside me, and we were always like, when something awful was happening, throwing ourselves at one another. And when I threw myself at her, she held my head down because she was just so, oh. I kind of wanted to move up and see the movie again. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But she was just frozen. Yeah. I like that the one in the way, like I said earlier, because it's not like I mean, this can happen
Right.
because
Yeah. Sure. But I
yeah,
mean, when you said you don't like fictional things,
no,
what did you think of Lord of the Rings?
um, I've never said I did not like adventures.
Right. Right. Sure.
I
Sure.
like, I adore adventures, and that has some kind of like meaning to them.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
like it when there are elves and dwarves, and actually, I'm an Icelandic person. And I believe in those creatures. They exist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
actually caught one on film. Yeah. So
Which one?
yeah,
Which one?
a dwarf or an elf. Yeah, but you know, so and this is very much in our, you know, belief that these people, the hidden people, they call it, they exist. But then again, I like the thought of this, and but sometimes but of course they don't, you know. But sometimes I can really, yeah, but really feel like they do, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but like when there is Lord of the Rings was in a way, you know, uh, I didn't like it. It was too long for me. And I remember I went with you to the movie to see it, and it was 4 hours, and I was a smoker at the time,
Uh,
and there was no
three
break, and I was
three
like,
and a half hour. Yeah.
wow,
I remember we went to a late screening at like
exactly, Tomorrowland.
10 o'clock in the 10 o'clock in the evening, Smallland, yeah, and the movie had been out in theaters for 3 weeks or something, but
Okay,
there was still a row so long that I mean we could barely fit into the where you walk into the cinema thing, you know, and yeah, so we were dead last in line, and you
yeah,
remember we sat in front, and the
yes,
only
yes,
only
I
time,
remember. Remember where is that? Yeah,
yeah, the
I think
only time
I had some nicotine gum with me to help me. So, and
you,
you know, for me, all those fighting, it was, but I like the ending. I like that with Sam and going to the village, you know, the small village. Everybody is so, yeah, I like that. Yeah, but
mhm.
it was too long for my taste. But uh, like when I say I don't like fictional, I still like adventures.
Yeah, the film which you spoke of, it ends in Hobbiton. You're right,
Yeah,
but the film
yeah,
actually ends with Sam, which I think is like on a
yeah.
perfect note because it's supposed to be in the beginning of the first film. You feel like it's Frodo's journey, it's Frodo's story, but you end with Sam because he's sort of like the everyman of the story, and it ends with him just grounding the audiences sort of. I feel in the way that
Yeah,
it's been one heck of a
all
journey, but now we're gonna go
and
back to
almost like a normal life, you know.
almost in a way,
Yeah,
yeah.
because yeah. But it was I don't know, this actor that played, was it, what was his name, Frodo.
Elijah Wood,
Yeah,
the guy
yeah,
with
he
the
is
eye.
so perfect for the role because the eyes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's just born with the looks to play this. And I don't know, and those two creatures, Gollum and what's the other one called?
Smeagol.
Yeah, yeah,
You
they
mean
are like, you know, those, they
it's
represent so many things. They represent so many things like jealousy and backstabbing and greed at the highest, you know. And
yeah, but
they are
mhm.
so, I don't know. In Iceland, they would say lævísir. What would you say? They are so, uh, they're not smooth.
I'm
That's too sweet word for them. Uh,
um,
I need an English word for to describe because my English is not quite there. But yeah, all right. I wouldn't invite them in for a tea. No.
no, absolutely not. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you remember correctly, the film Return of the King actually starts by showing us that he was a hobbit. he used to be a hobbit. Gollum used to be a hobbit, but
Who?
he, Gollum, Smeagol, he used to be a hobbit.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he gets consumed by the ring and becomes like an outcast because he killed his cousin in a fight over the ring, and just all of a sudden evolves into this creature. So
Yeah. I didn't quite get all of this, yeah, but I
I mean,
understand what you're
it's
saying.
been, yeah, I mean, you did, but it's been 22. It's been 22 years. Yeah, just wow,
Yeah,
time flies.
I remember I read the book, The Hobbit, not Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit in English. Have you read that one?
Yeah, I did for a course in school.
Yeah, and I was just I couldn't read it fast because I was so amazed by the language in it. Like every sentence was gold. I think the British are so great writers, and
Yeah,
I haven't read Lord of the Rings. I do not know if it is as good written as this one, but it's a masterpiece. And I like the British in this way. They are so art, so full of art, so full of inventions, and whether it's music, whether it's literature, or just And it doesn't have to be all that sophisticated to be brilliant.
no,
And that
you're right.
and that's what makes it good. Yeah.
But if you remember correctly, we actually started reading the first book when back in the days when,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, but we
I
couldn't do
remember
it.
I gave it to you as a Christmas present.
Yeah, it was
And
that was
even though you were fluent in writing, I wanted to read it with you.
yeah,
So
but I was really excited, but we couldn't read it because the Icelandic the translation was off
was
somehow.
too bad. I said, like, I think I had read 3 pages, and I said,
Yeah.
no, there's we need to find it in English. I mean, I like to read Icelandic, but there has to be good, what do you call it, the people that translate. They have to do their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to do their job, and this one just wasn't delivering.
No.
No.
You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's no one tuning in, but
No, that's all right.
I think we'll
People
just keep
come and
going.
go anyway. People come and go anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going over, the live stream, seeing if there's anything that I can do to, commercialize it a bit more. But it depends on, of course, where people are in the universe. It's people that are just coming off their work or still working, in the USA. So
Yeah. Okay, this is fun.
Yeah. It is but this would be a good time for the UK viewers or whatnot. I mean, but they're just out for a beer or something. It's a Friday night.
Aha, exactly. Going with a laugh to a pub.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
They
but
don't
for
say
me,
friends. They don't say going with a friend. They say going with the lad.
Yeah, we're going with the lads. Yeah. No, but for me, what was I gonna do? Watch another movie, or go to the gym, or I had to use my energy for something,
Yeah, it's all. I think it's it's starting to be late evening over here.
Yeah. But I mean, you and me, we're just getting started,
Yeah.
Because we're these like night owls,
Yeah, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna go to the gym now.
I was thinking of doing it, but then I started.
Yeah. But then you thought of this. Yeah.
I thought of this, and I went to this like new streaming like platform to see what I could do with it, and then I just sent you the link and was like, hey, what happens when you open this, and now you're here. It's
yeah. I do not like to accept to too many things, like allowing data on my phone, allowing cookies, or accepting but how I entered this time was only this time, so I can do that also next. Will you allow this app to use your camera and your microphone and all that? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's like I said, it's like sort of a test.
Tell me, you were watching a movie today.
Yeah, I was watching the Departed. I texted you earlier.
Have I seen it?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, and you just seen it recently, so I need to see it when you're in the mood again, when it's been some time in between.
Yeah, I mean it's been over 10 years since I first saw it, and I've been watching a couple of Scorsese films right now, Taxi Driver and the Wolf of Wall Street. So, and this is one of those films that, according to the ones that I've seen, are really like high up there. So I just wanted to like compare.
Do the Godfather?
No, that's Francis Ford Coppola.
That's Coppola. So
yeah.
Okay, yeah, they were both at the same time, kind of.
Yes, you're right. They're part of this like group that people talk about, like Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Brian De Palma. These guys that were starting at this time, and sort of like took cinema to another level in a way.
Yeah. So was DiCaprio young when he played that movie? Was DiCaprio young?
In the movie that I was watching.
Yeah.
It's in 2006, and he's born in 1974. So I mean, yeah, you do the math. 31. Somebody just turned. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because he used to started to play as a teenager.
Yeah, he actually got nominated in just the early 90s for his role in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Yeah, fantastic in that. He plays like a disabled person, brother to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. How many good movies have you yet to see?
Oh wow, we have a very special guest with us tonight. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. It's Michael Bartlett Film. So he's he's a guy in his early 50s, real cinema enthusiast and a guy that I've learned a lot from. So it's nice to have him with us here tonight.
Hello.
That's awesome. Yeah. So tell him a little bit about the movies that you showed me as when I was a kid, and the movies that you didn't want me to see, and all of this good stuff.
Oh, I don't know where to start. I mean, of course, we started with Disney. I mean, where to start? Yeah, but that was also because, like, I mean, watching cartoon wasn't anything that I had done since I was a small child. And then, okay, I'm just gonna, Stefan had Lion King, and pretty soon he knew all the story by heart and all the songs by heart, and I thought it was actually a great movie. Yeah.
It's sort of like this Shakespearean story in a way. It's based on something from back in the days. It's pretty awesome.
So I have two favorite Disney movies, and that's this one, and then the old Snow White.
Yeah. We watched that a lot.
Yeah, it's just so great. The drawings, everything. And actually, Snow White is an old Icelandic folk tale.
Yeah.
I read.
It is actually, Michael. It is actually because the story that you read in the Grimm's fairy tales, which I have somewhere over here. There's actually an older story, an Icelandic story that this is a ripoff of. I'm not kidding. So,
This is true. This is true. I was so surprised because I like reading the old, and then I found Snow White. It was called something else, but it was the same. But it was coincidence that when they made the Disney movie, the cartoon, there was an Icelandic woman that he drew after, and I do not think they knew anything about the origin of the story. It was just like it was meant to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Michael
Yeah.
said he didn't know that. I mean, I don't think people, in general know this. This is
No,
something that we Icelanders proud ourselves of every now and then.
yeah. But okay, so it is what I mean. We can keep on talking about the Disney all day long, but if you want to go back to when we started to watch movies, more like.
Yeah, I mean, because you showed me pictures like Die Hard, Scarface, Gladiator pretty soon, but then there were some other movies that you didn't want me to see. I mean, like Face Off. What's up with that? Why didn't you like Face Off?
Because Face Off is brutal, and it has so much like it's psycho. It's like, and I was thinking, I mean, you're young. I did not want this to go to your head. I mean, you know what I mean? Just like a parent, you supervise things like, but I didn't expect it because it was John Travolta movie and what's the other Nicolas Cage, and I just expected this to be a Die Hard movie or something. I mean, you were not that fragile that you couldn't see, you couldn't see like a good fight. I mean, like mafia movie and everything like that. But this was so twisted psychologically. But you got that. You got that.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, yeah. So. Yeah, and they were just and we were in between. We were watching all those movies that were kind of my favorite, because I had liked, Al Pacino, and I really like those movies. And in between, there were some lighter movies just that were just like less serious. Yeah, I don't recall everything at the moment, but we watched a lot. Yeah. And it was fun to watch movies with you. Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
Like just, I mean, in between, more for kids, like because you were a child, 9, 10, 11. So Home Alone and all that,
Yeah, I remember I was 4 years old when I saw, Die Hard for the first time and went out, walking in the halls, like, pretending I had a gun and I still remember that quite fondly.
I remember you being like 9 or 10 at that time.
No, I was 4. I was really 4, yeah.
No, Stefan, no. I think that can't be. Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
Can
it
be?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and did I? Yeah.
Yeah, you went along with it.
It was the first movie where the German villain was there, and yeah.
Yeah, the first one, with Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no Christmas.
And we watched a lot of movies like when you were like 10 that were like not my exact favorite, but I liked watching. But there was for boys, Mission Impossible and all that. And Tom Cruise is always a good actor.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Yeah, Tom Cruise. Yeah.
And then again, I mean, you saw like all those other movies with him, like Rain Man and.
Yeah, an underrated performance. People always focus on Dustin Hoffman's performance in Rain Man, and it's sort of like it overshadows Tom Cruise's performance in people's minds. But I just think he's just as good as Dustin Hoffman. He's just not playing this, different, because Dustin Hoffman is playing such a, different sort of human being. He's like the focal point in the story. But Tom Cruise is excellent in this film.
Yeah, he is excellent. Like I've never seen him fail. I haven't seen all of his movies, but the movies I've seen are more from the back in the days, and he most certainly did not fail.
Yeah,
he has this charisma.
Yeah, he does. He does, for sure.
Yeah, and I like him also just in interviews. It shines through. So I'm thinking he must have kind of a artistic freedom, creativity freedom, because from the directors and everything, because I can see that his character is kind of the same when he's in interviews. He's very quick to think.
Yeah.
Mm,
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
one of our interviews, obviously the interview where he's like, "No, Peter, you want to know."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Did you see that one? It was like
All the
he
time.
was
Yeah.
asked. He was asked because it was an Australian interviewer, and Nicole Kidman was from Australia. So and he had been married to her, and then they got divorced. And the interviewer was very eager to ask him, was Nicole Kidman the love of your life? And he was gonna, what kind of question is this? How can you answer that? And
Exactly.
so he was just like saying, people want to know. And he said, no, you mean you want to know. And he just kind of,
Put
yeah,
your manners back in, Peter, and like
yeah, you want to know. Yeah, yeah, he's the same. I mean, he's playing this character in many. I'm not saying he's my favorite actor, but he's a good one. My favorite actor is Al Pacino. Is I'm not so good with name, but what is, and please don't make me pronounce it. I cannot pronounce. But he also played in Mystic River, the one I'm talking about,
Tim
and
Robbins.
and he was in the movie that I cannot pronounce, the great one.
Oh yeah, try to let Michael hear your enunciation of that
But
pronunciation.
I don't remember. I know I cannot. What's the first letter of
S.
Okay, Seesaw Redemption.
Which one?
Am I still not correct? Seesaw
You
Redemption.
yeah, you usually say like something like, yes, it's Shawshank Redemption, yeah, with Tim Robbins, yeah. So
So that actor, I really like that actor, because when he was there doing time in that movie, Shawshank, did you say that? Shawshank Redemption?
yeah, Mindy Rogers,
He
good one.
he said that he said that he was carrying an invincible coat as a
Yes, yes,
protection,
yeah,
and I could actually, before he said that in the movie, I could see that this guy is kind of carrying an invincible coat. So he did that good.
Oh, yeah, he did, absolutely. I see what you mean. So Michael says that he was married to Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I also really like Susan Sarandon, like Thelma and Louise, one of my favorite films, one of the best Ridley Scott's films. If you ask me, that final ending chase. Did you see that one, Mom? Thelma and Louise?
No, I don't think so. I've heard a lot about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a famous one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It came out in the early 90s. Yeah.
And then, what are my favorite actors? I really like the one that Sean Penn, that was married to
Yeah,
Madonna.
also in Mystic River. Yeah.
Yeah, and then again, Brad Pitt is a brilliant actor. People kind of underestimated him because he's so good looking,
Yeah,
But,
I know.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, good-looking people can also be talented, and he is a good actor. He is a good. Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
Michael, who's with us in the chat, he's from Britain. So tell him about some of the of your favorite films from Britain.
Oh,
British.
I have to think. Britain.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know I have seen very many good films from Britain, but I just have to come up with one. I can name you great music from Britain right away, like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. All the great bands are coming from Britain, which is
Okay.
strange. I mean, how many good bands are coming from France and Germany? Okay, but we're talking about films.
Yeah.
Can you like? And I like. I don't know. I watched many British episodes. Like when I was young, I watched like Upstairs, Downstairs. I watched. I don't remember. There were so many good British episodes.
Well, I can tell you what I can tell you what you don't like. You don't like Mr. Bean.
No. Uh,
Well,
I guess I'm an obsessive. People really like him, but I'm just no,
we
no.
always argue, you know.
Yeah, and it's also like he always is getting himself into awkward situations, and I feel too much for people doing that. And then, oh no, here he goes again. Here he goes. He's gonna blunder that again. No, no, no. It's hard to watch, but I've seen him. Of course, he has his moments. He has his moments.
Yeah, Michael
There's a
asked
lot
his.
of UK TV on. Yes, there's a lot of series. Like they show so much, like all those like. I don't remember the name of it, but I like to see the UK series because I like to also see they have because in those movies everything is so every sentence is thought out, and I like to see the gardens and the houses and the wallpaper on the floors. And in Britain everything is like just so hvað sem að vandað. How do you say that?
Oh, you mean it's just so like streamlined or precise, maybe?
No, not precise. It's just and sophisticated would be too much of a word, but it's like sometimes every sentence is a literature, and yeah, there's so much art in it.
Yeah, I mean they definitely showed a lot of, like you mentioned, on TV series back in the days. I remember like Blackadder, Black Books. I loved both of those. But
Yeah.
yeah, Michael, he does not like Mr. Bean either. That's
Thank you for being on my team. I have Stephanie. Yes.
yeah. Well, I mean, Owen Atkinson, and one of my favorite actors, favorite comedians. You know, just
He's too
comedians.
awkward. He goes over a line.
Yeah, well, you know, I love him. What can I say?
Mm.
Yeah. Keeping Mom. You remember that film? We went to the cinema and saw that film back in the days with Maggie Smith, killing people, and you know, you remember that one? There's a small town. It's like a black comedy. We saw it together in the cinema in 2005.
Don't remember. I have to
No,
see it. We saw so many things. But can you remember a British movie that might ring a bell with me, you know?
he's better in Blackadder, he says. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays lots of different characters in Blackadder. So, yeah, great series.
I did like him in the movie with, you know, hvað heitir hann aftur þarna, Malkovich? What movie
Johnny
was that?
English, yeah. But you like that film because of John Malkovich, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, because of John Malkovich had discovered that their agent was a fool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that made the movie for me.
English is a fool. I would not worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But you were speaking of some British film. Which one was that?
Film. No, I was saying I don't remember a particular movie at the time, but I know I've seen many.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen so many series.
Confuse, you know, American movies with British movies. That's how it is. Yeah.
No, that they speak so differently, but
But which is, I mean, I've told Michael, for example, which is my favorite Icelandic film, and I know you don't agree on that. But which one is yours, Mom?
we have many good films. I would say so. We have many good films. I think if I have to pick, I would say what is it called? Okay, Baltasar is in so many.
He knows who Baltasar is, but which one, Mom? Djöflayan? Devil's
yeah,
Island?
Yeah, Devil's Island.
Devil's Island, yeah, Djöflayan. Okay.
Yeah. Do you not agree with me?
I might put it in my top 10, but
yeah,
you know,
it's definitely in my top 3 at least.
Yeah, it would be in my lower like spot, like 9th or 10th probably. But I mean, obviously, I do like the film because it's about this, you know, guy from a small town in Iceland. You know, back in Iceland when everything was different, people used to live in. I don't know how to explain that in English, but everything was just so different back in the days. but he goes to America. One, the only guy in this town who has gone to America and comes back. It's like this cool guy who knows a few sentences in English, and everyone just worships him. And it's
yeah.
that's pretty much what the film is about. Just this character who goes abroad to America and comes back. And as this cool sort of guy, which everyone worships, and gets drunk with his friends, and his grandmother is cursing, and yeah. What a film!
Yeah, it's about more.
I'm
It's
sure if
because
I'm telling
it's
it,
about
yeah.
it's about how Iceland, what it did to Iceland getting the Navy over here. So the Navy came over here. The first it was Britain, but then they left, and the US came, and there was a name for women that were with soldiers.
The early 50s, yeah.
Yeah. So his mom, she was kind of drinking and hanging out with soldiers, and she abandoned them all and went to America, and left them with this crazy grandma that was always cursing, and yeah. And so he once went to America to visit his mom, and
Right.
came back. He was kind of traumatized. He was so traumatized, but he came back being like a number, dressed in a black leather jacket, and told everybody that he had seen Elvis, and he knew some sentences, and he was a drunk. Very popular at the beginning, but found was rock bottom. Yeah. But actually, we have in this movie brilliant actors. I mean, Balthazar surely delivers.
Yeah, this is what the Brits think.
Yeah. And so, yet I have to say, despite of the brilliant actors that we have in this movie, then I read the book later, and
okay, Michael, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. He has to go, but I guess we'll keep on going, Mom. Why not?
Yeah, we'll keep on going. Yeah. Tack. Yeah. Yeah, because the book was better.
It usually is, right?
It usually is, but I didn't think it could happen. You read the book. I read it with you when you were in
back in school. Yeah. I should. We have more people with us tonight. Feel free to comment down in the comment section down below. So, any other Icelandic film that you want to mention, Mom?
Well, I did of course, I liked quite the myndin. What is it called? Englar Alheimsins, Angels of the Universe.
Angels of the Universe, yeah.
But it's a good movie. But then also I've seen some recent movies like I do not know the English for it. And Love Mér að falla.
Yes.
That was just brilliant. It was very good.
We knew both the two women that the film is sort of based on, so I mean that makes it even a bit more for us, but yeah, Angels of the Universe, that's one of the first films that sort of took off abroad a little bit, Icelandic film.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was, the book was great. It's by Einar Már, and he's a great writer, and I think we had great actors in the movie, and the movie is great. But I think Icelanders kind of expected it to do more abroad. But because it has to do with mental disease and everything, and but the Germans only gave it 3. They said, and they were kind of offended. They said, we do not understand Icelandic humor for mental illnesses. But I think they weren't watching it too carefully. It was not about that. It's just that,
Obviously
still, because still people with mental illnesses, they have intelligence. There's humorous and things happening, of course. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
so obviously they didn't get the film, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
No. And I don't know. I don't remember seeing an Icelandic movie recently that, except that for Lamir Falla, which was like 6 years ago or something. Allow Me
Yeah,
to Fall.
we saw that together in the cinema, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. But
It's been a while.
it wasn't only because we knew the characters personally. Maybe we related more to it, but it wasn't that. I liked how it was edited. I liked the music and the clippings. Or what do you call it, clippings? And
Yeah, it's pretty highly for me actually for Icelandic film. I have a list somewhere. I'm looking it up as we speak now in the computer. Yeah, it's at number 5, at least, according to what I did. Just
yeah,
quick thoughts of favorite Icelandic films. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
uh, and I don't know. There are more that I favor, but sometimes it depends on how a movie hits you at the time, what you are going through personally, and what it tells you.
Yeah.
And you
Hmm.
think, oh, what a great movie, but then maybe because this kind of phase passes by you, and it doesn't sit
Yes.
with you that much. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah. But
Sometimes.
I don't.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There were movies that were like, I mean, I wouldn't call them brilliant, but they're not B movies. They're good. Like, what are they called? Maður eins og ég, or
The one with Jon Gnarr. Yeah, from 2003.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a fun
I mean,
time to see once,
it's
twice.
a good movie to watch. You enjoy the evening, and it's not too silly. It's not too serious, and there's good music in it, and all that. I mean, yeah, it's a good movie. It's not like, I mean, it's not Godfather, but yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
yeah, I like those. And well, so many Icelandic movies also because we have good musicians over here. They are putting like Sigurós into and Mugisson and great artists. So that's a
Yeah.
good thing too. And the landscape over here, which is very photographic, for the film.
Iceland is always getting more and more popularized and more famous for, it's just uniqueness because everything here is a little bit surreal in a way. So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's not only that. It is like now that I'm old, I've traveled a lot. But when I come home and I more think, I just find nothing as beautiful as Iceland. And when I say that, it is because it is the color of the sky, the color of the mountain, and it's the colors.
And
So I would say this is so great for the cinema, for the
yeah,
screen.
of
Yeah,
course. Hmm.
yeah, the
And
color of the sea.
we of course as people from Iceland, we often see in film when we're watching, like, yeah, this is from Iceland. It can only be from Iceland.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yes, yeah,
For example, the scene in the beginning scene in Batman Begins when he's supposed to be in Tibet. No, he's in Iceland. It's shot in Iceland.
yeah,
We can see that for sure.
uh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's this one person that's been hanging out, but it seems that he doesn't have a question. So, do you wanna keep on going, Mom, or do you want to call it a night?
I would like to call it night. I mean,
Hmm.
this is fun, and we have a lot to talk about, and it comes there spontaneously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and also, like you say, if the viewers have some questions and interact in our conversations, we can take it to go on from there.
Yeah. So you want to keep
Yeah.
on going?
Um, Not necessarily, but if somebody likes to ask us some questions, we can.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one person that's a live viewer here tonight. So I guess it's up to that person, if he wants to keep on going or not.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you say? Mm,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
getting a little awkward, yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. Are you gonna watch movie later?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I usually do, don't I?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was watching some stupid like Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing but
yeah, something stupid and something to just clear your mind, and you don't have to think. Yeah,
yeah.
and
That's all.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch a movie tonight or just look something up on YouTube or something. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, I when it's so cold, I've been kind of lazy and not doing so much lately, and it will
Yes.
continue to be in the next days.
Oh, somebody just joined in. So we'll see if that person has a question because we're anxious. Yeah, no, okay, they left. I got too excited. You see, I do that sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
because actually this person that just joined in did not actually know what we were talking about. Maybe question has to come from after we were, like we are discussing something and your guest earlier were kind of listening and then he made his input.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, okay. I, I would like to do this again and
Yeah, that would be fun.
every once in a while, and then you can also have your friends and I can be a viewer. No?
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is this is
sure.
something. This is something to try out.
Yeah, this is something to try out.
Yeah. So we'll call the night right now, and
For
thanks
the
for hanging
night.
out tonight. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.